Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to a new Hecahands support. What is it, Blazing Dominion, I guess. 3 new cards, and I'm not so sure if people expected new support, well, including myself. Again, wasn't expecting this. So, 3 new cards, 1 effect monster, what is it, 1 fusion, and... a trap. Yeah, but the thing is that I'm not running the new trap. It's like a brain control, snatch steal. But as you know, like the Hecahands, they already have 2 very solid traps. Negations, totally awesome alike, interruptions. And I'm not so sure about the new trap. I don't like it at all. But the other 2 are good, at least for the, for the archetype. So the first one here, let's see, it's a regular main deck effect monster, level 6, if I'm not mistaken, it's this one. It's basically a 5 mana for the archetype, so, fusion summon, reveal itself, and then including, use it as one of the materials needed, like a Hecahand monster. So basically 5 mana, which is fantastic. Plus, whenever like a fusion, a Hecahand fusion is sent to the graveyard, you can get it back from your grave, so that's pretty nifty. It's a card that the archetype definitely needed, missed. You'll see in a few moments why. Whenever you like miss with the higher levels, the level 7s, excavate or reveal, and you're hoping that you're hitting a monster from your opponent, because you can steal it and special summon it to your field. But if your opponent is able to interrupt that, or if you miss, then this new level 6 monster definitely helps you out. It's basically another polymerization. Okay, I decided to combine them with Draco Tail. It's quite uncommon, I feel. Combine Hecahands with Draco Tail, it just gives the deck more punch, more power. Like pure Hecahands feels kinda... it doesn't do that much, and this new support doesn't really change that. The last card I haven't talked about is the new fusion, which it just finds a one-off. Like, it's much more powerful going second, because again, it's that fusion, very easy to be made, but it's a once per turn snatch steal. So, it's nifty. It's just one-off. Good to be there. Anyway, so, there is a mixture between both of them. Again, you're locking yourself into fusions. The Hecahands trigger whenever they are used for a fusion summon, for example, when they are sent from your hand to the graveyard. So, things go well together. And again, like with Dracotail, you have a level 8 on field. It equals Zombie Vampire, and as you know, Zombie Vampire gives you potentially a monster from your opponent that triggers a potential Hecahands fusion, yada yada. So, like, again, both engines work really well together. Okay, so let's see. Get out Xeno. Xeno is a good boss monster, but it's not your omni-negation boss monster, like, as we've seen with other archetypes. Dragon Link comes to mind, but you know what I mean. Like here, what I was talking about, you miss with, Gygas? Is it Gygas? And previously, you didn't really have a follow-up play after this, or very specifically, but now you have the new one. And then, sure, it's a heavy investment, because now if your opponent has like an imperm or failure or whatever to negate, because they'll obviously keep their negation for the fusion, then you're in a tough position. But I mean, we're running another engine, which you probably should. Other options like, okay, Chimera comes to mind. Wasn't a huge fan of that, but that's personal preference a little bit. I like this more, it packs more power. Anyway, so let's see. Little Knight again, which triggered one of the Hecahands, right? Like, both engines are fairly the same, as in you're working towards a simple board, end board with a couple of monsters. Fusion summon ready for next turn, plus a lot of, traps that you're able to set with your engines. And again, both Draco Tail and Hecahands have those negation traps, which is quite nifty. We get nipped, but we can recover. Artalion back on field, because I think we needed the other at least another Draco Tail name. You use a token to go for Xeno, which could potentially, disrupt your opponent's extra deck. We are negating the Searcher, which kind of makes sense. It gives us a potential extra draw. Yeah, that could make sense. reveal the extra deck and reveal Little Knight. So we're definitely taking the Little Knight, which could force them indeed to go for battle phase. But now, yeah, they can just negate, like basically prevent the Mitsurugi engine to go through. And now, what are you going to do? Because again, we can go for 5 mana, pop something, and go from there. Right? Yeah, so GG. Next on, let's see. Going second this time. Okay. We're sacrificing... Okay, this deck has some, you know, turn 0 plays. Looking at the Draco Tail part, you know. But Hecahands also have... which one is it? Is it Godos? Yeah, Godos. However you want to pronounce the name. Which... I want to... It's... I mean... It's okay, right? It interrupts your opponent, but it only hits the graveyard. So, you know, this deck needs more bosses, negations, interruptions. Good interruptions. Because for now, this is basically the only okay interruption they have. You know, bar you putting up fusions and go from there. Okay, so Fua gave me 1 or 2 draws, but I mean, this is fine. I think this is their 5 mana, so we are not using it. Yeah, we kept Bell for this, right, in the mirror match, that's important. So let's see, we go for a big fusion summon to go for the Gulamel, right, to eventually pop something else, one of the back rows. I think the left one is unknown, so hitting Imperm or hitting the other trap, which is fine. Everything in defense, that's a good play. We are setting our own flame, I think, and then Little Knight, get rid of the last back row, which we knew was the search spell. And now we can go for the Gygas, yeah. So we just, you know, start building up to go for the Hecahands engine. We're not locked into fusion summons just yet, because we have our Rahu set, right? So go for the new one. This is fantastic. Level 7, and you know, brain control permanently once per turn, which is good. Like going second, it could potentially plow through your opponent's board. Plus, it's a Hecahand monster, so it can be reborn later in the turn or, you know, next turn. Again, nifty. Artalion, so getting stuff back, I guess. I don't think we need to bounce back their Gulamel. This Artalion special summon wasn't good, I think. Oh no, okay, it's the fusion, yeah, because we need the Hecahand's name. Yeah, that's the deal. We're getting nipped, which is fine. We have Little Knight to dodge the nip and making sure that we're ending our turn with a Hecahand name, right? The new fusion has 3k defense, so that's nifty again, that's kind of big, especially on our current format. Okay, so Horn to bounce back their Gulamel, and then, you know, Trigger to pop nips, so again, not giving them names for their 5 mana, basically. We're negating the Searcher, and this should be our duel. And we draw Ash. Perfect. Yeah, they pass, and this should be more than enough, right, to draw another Ash. I mean, we're potentially using it for, like, another Arthalion, I guess. So again, you know, quite nifty. Your Hecahands trigger whenever they, you know, they are used for a fusion summon. So super nice. Reborn something, reset something. We're battling that, and this should be more than enough. Yes. Okay, that's nice. Next one. Try with Gygas again. This time we connect. See its Malice. So again, basically getting free information about their deck. Obviously, they will keep the negation for the fusion, but we can, you know, whatchamacallit, we can pull through, I guess. So let's see. Arthalion gets stuff back. Rahu, and I guess Rahu is our next play. Get back Gygas, just in case. Is it that important? It might be important. Depends on the mills here. Because, you know, we want to keep, or at least we want to have a Hecahand name on field, and we have the spell engrave. This one, banish, and then, you know, your opponent draws and discards. Not optimal. I rarely use the effect unless I have to. You know, the Dark World Dealings effect. So very similar opening turn, like, you know, always working towards like Masquerina, Little Knight-ish, the Gulamel for interruption, and then, you know, keep setting your traps for disruption. Oh, we still have our normal summon for Lucias. Search Fan. Search another trap, so a couple of negations. Oh, plus 5 mana. So that's nice. Okay, only 1 interruption though. At least 1 hand trap from their part. Let's see, which... Oh yeah, we know it's Malice. So we are ashing that. We can negate the potential droplet or talents. with one of our traps, which is going to be used on the Kalbai, which, okay, makes sense, because 5 mana, could trigger a potential fusion summon triggers, or could trigger another pop, or double pop actually. So Arthalion getting back maybe a crucial hand trap. We're popping the back row, which is indeed getting chained, which is all fine. We are going to put up Xeno and potentially noob their extra big, but I mean, only 2 cards, so it's not that big. March Hare, that's fine. We're setting Rahu for next turn. Pan, here Pan could have given us an extra pop, essentially. So Xeno, and this is a cool hit. Xeno hits the Firewall, and this is nifty because we can go for Little Light and then co-link with Firewall and then use Firewall to bounce something. So it's basically an extra interruption. So Xeno, it's cool if you hit the right one. So we're negating the monster effect. We're having the Hecahands name on field. And we're taking control of the Hare. So now we are controlling one monster owned by your opponent. And this should be more than enough, right? Yeah, get back Lucias just in case. Xeno hits the Cryptor. That's really nifty. So we can cheat it out, right? Cheat out another fusion. Use the hidden Hecahands for another search and sets. Or, okay, no targets left. Okay. It's fine though. So go for Gulanol and then Reborn. Probably, yeah, Reborn Xeno. And this should be more than enough, right? So, okay, this new support, I mean, it's good, but it's not making Hecahands, it doesn't pilot them to top tier. Sure, it hits some weak points of the deck, but it's not enough. It's not going to be enough. So looking forward to the other support, right? And the aircraft. And then Cool Tune. So let's see what Konami pumps out. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like. If you enjoyed the video, leave them signing out. Peace.